If you know you've got issues, you're grown enough to sort them out. You don't involve people and you don't drag people where your mind hasn't even got the capacity for someone else's emotional feelings. So if you know that you can't handle that and you know this person wants more, then just fucking leave people alone. This is one thing that I will never understand with people. They're so greedy, they're so self-centered that they don't ever consider anyone else's feelings in bringing another person into their shit. Like, if you know you need to sort things out, sort it out. Sort it. Invest in yourself. Don't get anyone involved. Just sort it. Like, if you need to just have sex with people, do it. Good for you. Don't involve people that you know have intentions of wanting more. That is the thing, because it's unfair. It's very much unfair. Because we take that burden upon ourselves, and it's just not nice, especially when you're already dealing with people that are already insecure. It's like a lifestyle change. When you stop dealing with someone shitty, don't continue to have the same pattern of lifestyle, because that will always remind you of that person, and you would never be able to get over that hurt or that funk, no matter how much you talk about it, because you're still within that same environment. And I'm not meaning like uproot and move. I'm just meaning like if it's someone that lived with you, especially, change up some stuff, buy a new bed, buy new things. You know, it's sometimes for you to move, you need to change your whole outlook, and it can't just be within here, because you can only work so much within here without changing the outside. Do you know what I mean? Once this starts changing, things naturally start changing, and when this starts changing, this scenery needs to start changing. That's where your real growth will come, and that's where good things will start to come to you. You can't change one thing and allow everything to be the same, because it's not always good, and it's not fair on you to constantly have things that remind you of that person that did you wrong and that hurt you the way they did. And that's what happened with me. Like, everything around me changed, and my whole outlook of things just changed. My scenery changed. I changed. I mean, I'm still the same Junior, but aspects of me changed. My look changed. How I was when I went out changed. What I was looking for changed. And that led me into meeting my mister now. Don't allow that rawness in you, that hurt has made, to go away. Use it to your advantage, into letting the next person know that you're not here for shit. Because I always took that hurt and made myself a victim. But now, I manifested it and made it powerful. Like, yeah, I've been hurt, but I'm letting you know that I ain't got time. But there's so much elements that go into a real relationship, especially when you're at a point in your life where you know it's either this or it's nothing at all. That is the mentality I started to have from when I started to get myself together. I was like, no, the next relationship better be it. Any relationship I get in now, I mean, if it's not gonna work, then I can't tolerate certain things. That's where you need to learn to use, you need to put your hurt into being powerful. Because when you start thinking that, people start knowing what they're dealing with, and then you start to get serious people. Because when you're really confronting people with the truth, they're either gonna admire you for it, or they're gonna run away. If I was to do that with just half of the percentage of people that I ever spoke to, I would have never spoken to them, because they would have never been there for that. Never been there for that. So that's how you don't allow past hurt to affect your future love. Don't ever, because those people don't deserve. They've already had an element of a part of you that they didn't deserve to have. They've already hurt you. They've already made a significant impact in your life that they did not deserve to have. So the one thing you can do, you can drown in that, or you can use it to your advantage now. And yes, it's something that happened, and yes, it was awful, but you're still here and you're living, and you deserve to be loved. You deserve that. Don't ever allow anyone to take that away from you, because they're not worthy of that. No one deserves to take your future love while they're happily moving on. That's one thing that's horrible, is the fact that when you do see exes that treated you bad, and you see them moving on, and it's like, why not me? Why is it fair for you to love again, and I'm still dealing with what you did to me? How does that work? And that's when you have to realise that who they're dealing with could have just been another you. another naive. It's easy to just see that and to get instantly hurt. But you don't know what, you have to remember what that person put you through. So why the hell would you even be considering or questioning why the hell they're moving on? If they treated you like that, then it's very much so that they're going to treat everyone else like that. Because some people are at a point of no return. Some people just don't know how to treat people. And I'm not going to put it down to past and all this stuff, because in my eyes, yeah, we've all gone through shit. We've all had worse upbringing than, some people have worse upbringing than others. I can understand that. But when you meet someone that loves you so good, that gives you everything that you could never even imagine, that makes you feel things, that you know is a good person, and you still take it upon yourself to take advantage of that person, there is nothing that you can blame on your past or your upbringing, because now you are a human being. Now you are you're a fully grown adult, and you're fully aware of your actions. And for you to intentionally do that, because yes, you do it with intention, because you do it over and over again. When you take advantage of someone, you don't just take advantage of them once. These people don't know once. They do over and over and over and over again. And they don't even take responsibility for the hurt that they caused. And then you want me to then justify and sit here in a video and say, well, people go through shit, maybe it's their upbringing. No, because you need to learn where to draw a line. Yes, I had a shit upbringing. Yes, I had a promiscuous father. Does that mean that everyone I get involved with, I'm going to treat the same? I'm going to abuse them. I'm going to be... You should know. Everyone knows right from wrong. And if you choose to keep doing wrong, that's your choice. You're choosing to do that because you're choosing not to do better for yourself. And then what is even more annoying, because people know, we know that we have issues that we need to deal with, right? But you don't go and bring people in on that when you haven't even dealt with the shit that you need to deal with yourself. And then to put good people in that and to then take advantage on top of them. No, life don't work like that. And you can't ever expect people to live happily ever after when they've treated people like that. Life don't work like that, honey. Life don't work like that. Things don't work like that. And that is not how things are going to go. So let them be with people. Who cares who they're with? Because that's another burden that you don't have on yourself. You don't need that. You don't need that shit. Please. They treated you like shit, so let them go and treat someone else like shit, and that's for that person to learn. All it takes is that one person to then give them what they don't like, and then that's their karma. And you know, even after karma, they'll still never ever realise why they've got that karma. Sometimes you are a lesson in someone's life. Sometimes you will only be the good, you would be the best thing that someone will ever encounter. You don't need to have sex with them. You don't even need to be in the aspect where you're falling in love with them. Just you being there, listening, tolerating them, being there for them when no one else would give them that. Giving them your time. Showering them with compliments. Showing them that they can be better. You just being there could just be that best thing that someone else could ever experience, and they will never get that again, and they'll never ever know, and they'll keep searching and searching and searching because they don't know how to appreciate good people. They don't know how to appreciate good things. But it's easy to be angry, and it's easy to hurt, and it's easy to manipulate. But you're telling me it's not easy to just be a good person? It's very easy to be a good person. People choose not to because of greed and just the whole game playing of things. Sometimes I feel like people intentionally like to hurt people. You don't get everything for free in this world. If you're gonna be able to do that to people, then you better be open to the repercussions of it, because you're only going to get away with treating people like that for so long. And things could seem so good for you, even though you've hurt someone. Things can be so good for you. Things could be, your life could actually be getting better after you hurt people, you know. And that one point when you don't see it, everything will come crashing down, and you'd have no one else but yourself to blame. So don't ever put your hurt and ever allow people to ever have that impact in your future, because everyone will get theirs. Trust me. You deserve to be loved and to love, and it's not going to be an easy thing opening up yourself again, but it's only going to be as hard as you make it. No one else deserves to have that burden of your exes, the hurt that your exes did upon them. No one deserves that, but someone that really does care for you will stay there through all of that. And if they're not there for the troubles for you discovering yourself and you allowing yourself to be better, because it's not going to be easy. Sometimes you're going to need someone to help you get to that better place. Someone to help you regain your faith in love. And that's what I needed. Because as much as I said I wanted this, this and this, someone needed to pass through that test. Someone needed to test me, to challenge me. And if someone isn't there to do that for you, then they should not be there at all. Nothing should be easy. It shouldn't just be like, I meet you. That's not how life works when you've been hurt. And it took me a while to understand that. Like, my love, my story would have never been like that. Like how I would have imagined. Like, I met someone, I went on dates, we were seeing each other, and then we got together, and it was happily ever after. That's never going to be no one's story, because people that can come into your life that easily, and for things to happen like that so easily, without any challenge, especially when you've gone through shit before, they're not going to be there when shit starts to get hard. When arguments start to get hard, they're going to go off and start seeking seeking other people and going and chatting up other people and going and sleeping with other people and going and doing all sorts with other people. When you know someone's there through the hard times, you know that they have loyalty. They will never hurt you. And that's the man I have. I never ever thought in a million years that I would ever meet someone like that. So it's gonna happen for you guys, but you need to allow yourself to be open to it. And just because shit happens in the beginning, it doesn't mean anything, you know. Just because people had that element of your life before and they hurt you, I can't guarantee that the next person you meet is not going to hurt you. You can't. But that's what I mean. You need to manifest that hurt into being powerful. Don't put it into, oh, I'm never going to get into a relationship again, or no. Like, because no one deserves to take your future like that. So what? Because someone hurt you, you're going to get 50. You're going to reach 50, 60, 70, 80, probably 90, 100 alone. Why should you suffer because of someone else's hurt that happened in your 20s? In teens, 30s, 40s. You know? No one deserves that. I'm not going to grow old alone. And that was one of my biggest fears. I always wanted to say, I'll rather love and lose than never experience true love at all. And I mean, in love and loss, I mean, like dying before me, I mean, that's horrible. But I don't wish that on anyone, but that's how I meant it. But like, I just never thought I would ever fall in love. I never ever thought that I would experience what that really felt like, because it really isn't easy. It's not. Especially when you're dealing with insecurities, you're dealing with shit. But when you've got a good person, when they're there through all of that and they don't complain. They don't complain. Because these people, no one I've ever seen was ever there to help me better myself, to help me realize what was going wrong in my life, to help me love myself more as a person. They made me feel worse for being the way I was, to be honest. And they were happy me being like that. Because if I would have been any different, I wouldn't have been such an idiot for them to keep coming back for comfort when they couldn't be bothered, or when they weren't getting attention from anywhere else. Remember Junior's number. That's why I was a good person, because I gave them attention that they never got anywhere else. But that was all they wanted. That was all they needed, is that attention at that time. You know, like a mother's attention, a daddy's attention. They needed that attention. So they needed to hear some few good things, and that was it. They were okay. When they had many other people, I was just good for that attention. That's what made me a good person to them, because they could use me as they pleased. And that don't happen anymore. So don't ever allow your past hurt or anybody from past to take away what rightfully yours, because you deserve to be loved. You will be loved, and when you fall in love, it's gonna be amazing. I swear to God. And I better be invited to a wedding, okay?
I'm ready to go.